top is missing. The opposition and all that lane switching. This is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
59's Mike, 59's Mike, check, 59. Here we go. Check 59.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 65 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Red 80. 52. Red 80. Hey, orbit.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Back at the 35-yard line. Right there. 54, right there. Topper! Hey, Foxtrot. Under 10. Mike 5-4. My lady. Man, that's trash.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike the set. Mike to the 3. Great. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
20. Great.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check me out. Lady. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Buzz. 54 is Mike.
And they are going for it. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it is 28-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Red 80. He's coming. We're going to yell 80. 50 touch.
They're going to try and throw. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's it.